What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here of the Mission Recondition series here on Madden 26 with the Denver Broncos, and this is Broncos country. Today we are going to get into two matchups here today. First off, we're going to play against Cincinnati, who are currently right now in play here, as we'll get into. This is with the Week 4 matchup, as we try to see if we can get back on track here, as of course we've been on a 2-game losing streak, and we really want to try to end that streak. As anytime you're on a losing streak, you want to kind of end it as quickly as you can. We don't want to roll into three straight weeks. 3 straight weeks can turn to 4, and so on and so forth. But both teams are entering today's matchup here 1 and 2 for the season. As in the first 3 weeks of the season, the Broncos are in 7th place right now, or I should say in 7th in points per game, and the Bengals are currently in 25th place with points per game. We have currently 27.3 points per game. They have 18.3 in points per game. Now, their last matchup here, of course, it was against Minnesota, and they won a close one there, 17-14. Against Minnesota, and they would, of course, like to, try to get even here today, try to get to 500 with a victory over us, and of course, we would like to try to do the same here. Now, like I said, it's been a rough time here. We had, of course, a game there against the Colts. We came close to winning, and then the game against the Chargers was pretty much a showing of us that I think the Chargers are not a team that we need to be overlooking whatsoever. And of course, we have to figure out how we can do better against them, as they pretty much, so far, the Chargers have defeated us, the Raiders, and the Chiefs here in the first 4 weeks of the season. So yeah, we really, if we want to get a chance to continue for that AFC West title, we are going to have to do a lot more better here in non-divisional games, and of course, obviously, we're gonna have to do really well in, of course, divisional games there. So we'll have to try to take another better shot at San Diego, or excuse me, LA Chargers. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I said San Diego. Bad habit, I guess. Because I was watching that. I was watching something on YouTube. Someone made a documentary about the Chargers there in San Diego, and how they were trying to fight to keep that team there and whatnot. Really good documentary that I forgot who the guy was that put it together there on YouTube. It was a really good video. But Joe Burrow is, of course, there you see 5 touchdowns, 1 interception so far for him this season. He's been sacked 11 times. He's completed 70% of his passes. And of course, we have to see what we can do against Cool Joe Burrow, as he is, of course, this is his 6th year here in the NFL. Of course, former LSU winner, and of course, his teammate from just a few seasons ago, or just now for the last couple of seasons here, Chase is Lamar Chase. There is his top wide receiver. Of course, he's going to be the go-to guy that they're going to throw to on offense. And of course, we got to try to make sure we can kind of keep him in check as well, and not let him get too crazy on us. Right now, he's having a bit of a slow start. 1 touchdown so far in these first 3 weeks of play. 19 receptions, 245 yards in total so far. He's had a 1,000-yard season really from the get-go of his career. T. Higgins is next, as they'll be the second choice there for Joe Burrow. And of course, he'll be looked at as well, as we take a look at his core attributes here. And of course, one of those young upcoming wide receivers that, Bengals have a pretty good team for themselves here, as he's been here same year that he was drafted as Joe Burrow. And of course, he has come from Clemson, and there you see his numbers there. He's only had 2 seasons that he went over 1,000 yards. And he's looking to see if he can get one here this season. Of course, on the defensive side of things, you got Trey Hendrick there. You see the superstar dev player, edge rusher, who is going to be, if you haven't noticed with this series, quarterback, we've been having issues here. And I asked you guys in the last episode, I'm going to ask you guys again down below. Let me know if you guys think we should go ahead and trade Bo Nix, because I feel like that this is not our quarterback. I feel like he's just not made the right moves here. Now, he could play different here today. It could be a different story. But he's been getting sacked quite a bit, and his decision-making has not been the best. You got Logan Wilson here, who is going to have to he's going to put some pressure on, of course, Bo Nix here today. And like I said, Nix, for him, he's just, I don't know, he's not our guy. I feel like that we could do better. I've been looking at a lot of different teams for possible trades, and one of the teams that have been kind of saying, hey, we'll take him off your hands if you can give us a couple draft picks for our quarterback, who is not, I don't think he's really comfortable being in this particular city anymore, and that is Dallas. Talk about Dak Prescott. And I've been kind of flirting with that idea. Matter of fact, I had a game save where I went ahead and made the trade and see how our season turned out to be, and it actually turned out pretty good for us. And it was a big, actually helped out for both sides. Right now, I think the Cowboys, I think I made the trade the week before. We actually play the Cowboys here in this series in week 8. So I went ahead and made the trade in week 7. And when I simmed it and whatnot, we won that game against the Cowboys. But the Cowboys actually turned things around after that loss there. I think right now the Cowboys are 0-3. I think right now in this at this point right now, as we're starting this game here today. So they were able to salvage their season. They actually had a decent winning record, but came up short of getting to the playoffs. But for us, we made it to the playoffs with Dak Prescott. So I'm kind of thinking that might be something I might be willing to make a change. Of course, that's going to take a huge chunk of our, our revenue when it comes to our, signing, taking that contract of his and of course, trying to sign new players and stuff like that. But our coach, you see there is, of course, our head coach, a new first-year head coach with Pete Shilo here. He wants to make a move, and he wants to do something now with this team that he has. So I don't know. Let me know down below if I should make that move or not, or if there's another quarterback we can go after, because I don't know. Bo Nix, I'm just not really comfortable with him being our QB, or should we or the other thing is, should we just go ahead and just tank the season, just play him the rest of the season, and then just see what kind of, there's some decent quarterbacks in this draft class, and so if we do poorly enough, we can maybe get a chance to get a top, 5 pick, and maybe we can take one of those quarterbacks in this upcoming draft. I know that's kind of ridiculous of saying, but Coach Shilo, he's the type of coach that he wants to win now, and he wants to win often, and not this whole let's rebuild or this development issue. Bo needs to go out there and play some football, and go out there and play. Show what you did back in, show the type of Bo Nix that we've seen back in the days of Oregon, and of course even his days when he was in Auburn. Show us that guy that go out there and hustle and make some good plays and be confident with the football they're throwing at and such. So that is something I'm kind of sitting on right now as the, or I should say at least what Coach Shilo is looking at right now. And of course, talking to him about that, that's something he really wants to maybe change the guard when it comes to the quarterback position there. I feel like that Bo Nix is kind of holding them back a little bit. So we'll have to see as we go ahead and get into this game here. As we see the Bengals now going on the attack here, move the ball pretty well here. 1st and 10, and on our 40-yard line, as we see now. Burrow here going down the field here, and guys, come on, we got to make a stop there. We can't be letting him get away with that, as they do a horrible job of making a stop here. I think this is the Monday night game Yeah, it's a Monday night game, so we're in prime time here, so we got to be able to get a win here and get back on track here this season. So, of course, if you guys have been enjoying the series, please leave a like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on ESGNet Plus LP, as well as on our main channel over on ESGNet, as we got, of course, the Baltimore Ravens series, which has been doing a lot of, been getting quite a few views and getting a lot of feedback from that series as well. As we'll see, a stop there for the defense. Nice job. As we'll see, a nice play here. As we'll see the runner going off the edge there, and he's just going to be brought down there quickly. Nice play there. As we'll see here, I guess our defense did a great job there. They're going to at least give up 3 points here. So we'll see the field goal kick is up, and this one is good. So no problem there for the Bengals getting down the field here and making some points. As you see there, numbers from last season here, and of course Bo Nix, he's got to be better here. He's got to get, he's got to be able to march down the field like we did in the most back in week 1 when we won that game. So see a nice throw over there. As our halfback makes a nice catch there. As you see Bo here, he's got to get out of this here, and oh, come on. Bo, you got to do a better job. And of course, the offensive line needs help as well, but still, Bo, come on. Got to do a better job. As Nix gets taken there for a loss. And that's going to force us to punt. So, opening drive, not what we were looking for there, as now Burrow will come back out here and get something going here. They're at the ball, their own 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Bengals. As they're it by 3. As Burrow here looks, he's going to quickly throw that one there as Gesicki couldn't hold on to it, but the defense makes a nice stop there. As now we force him to jump now to a 3rd and 10. They got to get this one past the 50 to get the first. As we'll see a quick pass there and caught. As Chase could not hold on to it, or actually holds on to it, but out of bounds. So we'll get the ball after the punt, as we'll see a quick pass, and that one is not going to be complete as it's dropped. So, I mean, that's the thing, though, too. We got to be able to make catches here. Bo's got to put this ball in the numbers there, as we'll see a pass. That was a little dump pass there to Hopkins. Not Hopkins, I can't think of his name now. Our halfback here, he's got to make. He's did a great job there getting pulled out of that trouble. 3rd and 5 coming up as Dobson. We'll see a throw, and that's going to be a reception. That's going to be a 1st down. 1st down for the Broncos as they're able to move the chains as Sheffield makes a nice catch there, getting this, of course, keeping this drive alive. We'll see what we can do here on this 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. Dobson trying to get out of the backfield there, and he is going to get a few more yards to help himself out. But nonetheless, that's just going to just be pretty much all he can do in that situation. And we see, of course, I just feel like the ball's not being moved very well on the offensive side of things here. As we'll see a 3rd and 3 as Turner makes a nice stop. And of course, now Bo's in that hot seat here as he's got a 3rd and 13, so he's got a passing situation. Again, Bo here he's passing. That throws that one, but it's going to be a flag being thrown here. Hopefully it's going to be on the defense. And that's exactly what we get. Burke's going to be called on that one. It's going to be a pass interference. And it's going to be a nice penalty there. It's going to put us up to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. As they get a little help there. As Dobson now here runs this, and he gets a nice run there. As he gets a few yards on the carry. And, of course, I wish they would, the offensive line, they were doing such a great job in the first game there with the running game. Even in the Broncos game, they were doing a decent job there with the running game. But Yeah, it's as you see McLaurin there. He will get a few yards there on that carry. Puts us at the 17-yard line with just a few ticks left here in the first quarter, trailing by 3. And we'll see if Bo's going to get this play off, and no, he has not, as that'll be it for the first quarter. So the first quarter not going our way, but looks like we are able to get a chance to score here to start the second. As right now, Denver trails by 3 here, as Bengals lead 3-0. As we'll see a stop there and a nice hustle there from Hendricks as he gets to the backfield. Dobson did not see that at all. And it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now at the 16-yard line. Oh, come on. Please don't please tell me Dobson's not going to be hurt. We don't need no more injuries here, especially with the way this team's been playing right now. As we'll see a drop back here, pass up the middle, thrown, and it's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. As Evan Ingram makes his way into the end zone. Nice job there finding his way into the end zone. As Bo Nix, that's what I want to see here in these in situations like this. We're down like near this part of the field. I want Bo to make those confident throws there. And just rip it in there. Just throw it in there. Make sure, of course, obviously the guy is open to get to the ball, but just have that confidence. It seems like he just does not have that confidence to do so. He stays in the pocket too long here, and he needs to start moving out of the pocket. You know, pocket starts closing around you, get out of it. There you see a nice pass there. Burrow now back on the field here. Lead at 7-3 here. Let's see what we can do. Is defense still out here? Oh, come on, guys! Got to make a better stop there and get to the halfback there. As Brown and get his way there, making a nice delivery there at the 42-yard line for the first down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bengals. As you see Burrow being thrown. Oh, nice stop there. As the receiver did get the catch, but he gets tackled quickly. Gets a nice hit there from that defensive player. As that ball's going to be tipped away. As you see Singleton makes a nice stop. Nice job there batting the ball away. Makes it now 4th and 11 coming up here for the Bengals. As the Bengals will have to give up the football here pretty quickly. Yeah, just drive here. I just want to see us try to move the ball here. You know, obviously through the ground game, but also, you know, mix it up a little bit. Throw some short, medium passes here. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing even Bo Nix get involved in the running game here. But of course, you know, also too, you know, I can't really blame everything on Bo. You know, one of the big, you know, obviously one of the, you know, things we have to worry about is try to get this offensive line, redone. We gotta get some guys that are just. They're not playing very well here and just not making a difference for us to be able to move the football down the field here. We got to get rid of them. So I am definitely looking at that. Guys that we can, decide like, okay, we're not going to give a contract to this guy here. And as you see a pass there, nice job there for the defense, getting on the quarterback that time. Making him, of course, get a nice hit off of him as he threw the football there. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bengals. As pass up the middle. That's going to be broken up as the tight end, Gesicki there, could not hold on to it. 3rd and 10 coming up now here. Still leading here 7-3. Burrow here dropping back in the pocket. Burrow heaving this one up there. That one is going to be broken up. As that's a nice stop there as Gesicki, the target. And the defense there makes a nice save there of getting that one batted away. As now Broncos have a chance now to take the lead here on this drive. Let's see what we can do here. So far we've only passed the 50 once. Pass there, and it's going to be broken up. As the defense there. And it makes a nice play. Can't get mad about that, but yeah, he's got to make better choices here. Pass there, and it's going to be thrown as Taylor Britt there gets involved in the shenanigan there. Makes the breakup. Makes it now 3rd and 10. Nix here again, drops back here, throws this one there. That is going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down for the Broncos. Nice job getting that one to the 37. Nice 17-yard reception. We'll see now here, we can keep this drive alive, and yes, nice job. As that comes McClurry there, comes out of the backfield there for the catch. Nice job there from the backup halfback here. Makes a nice catch there, just short of the first down. 2nd and inches coming up. Nix throws, and that one is going to be caught. It's going to be a first down. Great job there from the Broncos, as now we're starting to get some momentum here on our side. Let's see if we can keep it up. As you'll see, Bo Nix tries to run this one himself, but he's going to get tackled there for a loss. Great job there from Hill. Reading that play very well and seeing what the quarterback was doing as he tried to hold on to the football there and try to make a running play. Like I said, at least he's trying, but at the same time, you know, there's times where he just stays in that pocket too long. It's like, okay, get rid of it. Do not get sacked. You know, get rid of it in a safe manner. Throw it away. You know, just whatever you do, just don't get, you know, don't stay in the pocket and get sucked up in it. As we see, Bo Nix goes for the dive, and they're going to give him the first down. This is a 1st and 10 there. Ball at the 42 for the Broncos. Broncos are doing a great job here moving the football here. As we'll see if they can continue that here on this drive. 3:05 left here in the first half. Run there by Dops. McClurry there. So he'll get a few yards here on the play. 2nd down coming up. As we'll see, a handoff here, and again, another nice carry. As that's going to get to the 36-yard line. As a timeout will be called here. And I'm not sure. No, excuse me, it's a 2-minute warning now there. So both teams have all their timeouts. 3rd and 4 coming up here after the 2-minute warning. Nix here, he's got to throw it as he gets hit as he threw that ball. Like I said, they're Hill and that defensive line not giving much time, as they were just really doing a great job there of ripping and tearing up our offensive line. And of course, offense needs I feel like they need to just do a better job of blocking there. It's just ridiculous, but nonetheless, that kick is going to go up, and it's going to be good as we added 3 points to our score here, making it now 10-3 with just 1:50 left. That drive was a good drive, but unfortunately it comes up as a stall drive. We do get points. Better if we had 6, but we'll take the 3. As Joe Burrow throws this one, and the tight end will fight for that extra 2 or 3 yards there. We'll see 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Bengals. As Burrow here throws this one, rifles that one, and a great play there as his receiver holds on to it. 1st and 10 after the catch. The ball's now at the 45-yard line of the Broncos. Burrow throws, and he is going to find the receiver. And that's going to be caught there for the first, or just short of the first there. 2nd down, actually. You'll see a pass there. Oh, come on. That was a blown assignment right there. Not to mention the secondary or safety did not come up and help at all. You've seen it was a short pass, short right in front of him there. He should have came up and helped him out, but did not do that. As you'll see Burrow here now. No, come on. Burrow gets hit at the 2. Timeout being called there by the Bengals. As the Bengals could tie this up now here with a touchdown, making it 10-all. 43 seconds left. Drop back here for Burrow. Burrow throws right there, and Gesicki gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. As Mike Gesicki there makes a nice catch there. Nice quick turnaround, like a little scroll route. And he finds his way on the board as they're now going to, of course, tie it up with that extra point. making it 10 apiece. As you see there, 6th place, 76 yards, taking only a minute 10 off the clock. As Denver now comes back out here. And of course, Bo, if anything, just get us 3 points here if you can. Just get us down the field here as quickly as you can. If we come up short of getting a touchdown, at least get a field goal. 36 seconds left here, 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Quick pass. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be there just short of near midfield. That's going to be a 1st down. Timeout being called by the Broncos. Broncos, of course, regroup here and figure out what they can do here on this 1st and 10. Like I said, get a field goal range here. That'll be really helpful for us. So hopefully get some good blocking going down the field here. And then, of course, obviously we got to try to get out of bounds as we're trying to, because we need to conserve the clock here. And, of course, we can't be using up our timeouts now here, especially if we get down to inside the 20 here. We got to be able to have at least a timeout to stop the clock and set up maybe for a field goal. So you'll see a handoff. Running this one here. Nice run. And now Bo, he's got to get everybody on the line here quickly as he can, as we have no timeouts remaining. 1st and 10. All the 30, or the 26. Pass up the middle. That's going to be caught. And come on, we can't be celebrating too much here, fellas. Come on. Got to hurry up and get on the ball here and spike it. Come on, Bo, hurry up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go, spike it. So now we can kick a field goal here and try to go up by 3. As we see, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Makes it 13-10 as we go to the halftime here. I was a little scared there. So like I said, if we got at least a touchdown in this situation, or at least a field goal here in this situation, it would have been fine by me. But almost thought we were not going to get that chance to kick that field goal. Take a look at some scores around the league here, as we'll see the Jets and Dolphins in a raining game in Miami. And we'll take a look here as we'll see a nice pass there, and we'll see Tolo finds his receiver, and that's going to put them up right now. They are actually, it ends at 27-17. I forgot we are Monday night games, so these games are all over with. Green Bay Packers taking on the Cowboys, who Cowboys are currently right now going into this game 0-3. And we'll see here, Jordan Love throws that one high and deep. That's going to be connecting. And the Cowboys, oh my goodness, now go 0-4 as Jordan Love gets the 3rd win of the season here for the Packers, winning this one 21-20. And the Baltimore Ravens and Kansas City Chiefs coming in this game here 1-2. And we'll see here some action as we see Patrick Mahomes finds Rashid or Doc Brown there. And Mahomes and the Chiefs win this one 21-16 there at Arrowhead. As you take a look at some of the other scores around the league here, Raiders won against the Bears 27-19 in their matchup there. And of course, it is Monday night. And of course, we're trying to get a win here against the Bengals. As we're right now currently up by 3. As you see, Dobson here runs, and Dobson, or I should say McGlory. Oh no, that's Dobson. Dobson runs that one there, but he is going to come up short there. As he maybe got a yard at best. We'll see, it's 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 26. Quick pass there. A little low there for my liking, but nonetheless, it does get enough there for the 1st down. Got to throw that on the numbers there. Nix. We'll see a play action here from Nix. Nix here. Come on, get rid of it. Come on. He dropped it. Yep. I say Nix just seems like he just holds on to the ball just too long. It's like there's a guy right there. Just throw it. It's Nix now gets thrown down there quickly as he gets blown up in the backfield there. As Hendrickson gets a hold of him there. Loss of 6 on the play. Or actually 9 on the play there. It makes it now a 3rd and 19 coming up. As Hendrickson there Great play there as he swims around that offensive line there. And he's able to get to that quarterback there. So now we're in trouble here. This is going to be obviously a passing situation here. We got to try to convert here on this 3rd down. Nix here throws this one going up. That's a great catch as that's Ingram getting the catch. Belling is out there. Nice play. 1st and 10. Ingram getting himself open. As I wasn't for sure what Nix was going to try to be doing there on that play. But he finds a target there, and that's going to be Ingram as he gets the 1st down. So the drive stays alive. Broncos able to now probably get a chance now to score a touchdown here. We'll see now 1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard of the Bengals. As you'll see a run as McLaurin there gets a nice couple of yards there on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. You'll see Mix now here decides he's going to go ahead and call his own number and does so as he gets himself inside the 10. Nice run there from number 10 as that's going to be a 1st down. As it's going to be a 1st and goal coming up here for the Broncos. Broncos threatening to make a score here. We'll see if they can. As you see a handoff and a run. And that's just going to be a few yards there on the play. I would like to see them try to maybe pass here in this situation. This will be a 2nd and 4 as that's just going to be there. And that's going to be just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and goal coming up. On the 3. Pass there quickly, and that's going to be to Ingram again. Touchdown, Broncos. That's right. As the tight end comes around here, spins around right there, wide open, right on the money. 10 plays, 75 yards, taking 4 minutes and 47 seconds in that drive. Nice drive there indeed. Got to keep that up here. It's 20-10 now. You'll see a 1st and 10 here for the Bengals. This will be a handoff, and that'll be a nice little run there. As you see Jones, it looks like Lamar Chase talking, jabberjawing. As you see 2nd and 3, pass there, going to be thrown, and it's going to be completed there for the 1st down. We'll see now, all the 39-yard line here, just 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass there, as you'll see. Quick stop there. As the Bengals doing a good job here, moving the football now through the air. 2nd and 5, or 2nd and 3. Pass there. As Chase gets that one there. Secures the ball very well. Gets another 1st down here for the Bengals. Bengals now crossing into the Broncos territory at the Broncos 43. Handoff and a nice run here, and they're going to push him out of bounds, but it's too late as they get the 1st down there on the run. Nice gain of about 14 on that play. 1st and 10, handoff, and again a run here. As they're trying to keep the ball on the ground here. As they get 2 yards on the carry. Makes a 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 28-yard line. We see there Burrow's X Factor is starting to light up there for him. As he's starting to be in that mode. It's 1st and 10 coming up, handoff, and he again coming out of the backfield there. Nice job as they do get to the linebacker there, Benito there, getting to the halfback, I should say, on that play. Makes a nice little stop. Makes a 2nd and 13 coming up for the Bengals. Bengals, minute 35 left here in the 3rd quarter. Burrow drops back here, snaps it, looks, and throws, and that'll be just shy of a couple of yards there on the play. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Got to get this one inside the 10. As you see here, Burrow here now is going to scramble. Burrow has the 1st down, getting a few more as he's brought down. Nobody able to keep a track of the quarterback there that time. It looks like a Broncos going to be down on the ground. We have to. Hopefully, it's not too serious, as we'll have to have them come off the field. We have 1st and goal coming up here, as the Bengals knocking on the door for another chance to get a touchdown here. Ball on the 5. Burrow here scrambles, looks around, goes down the field here, decides to tuck in and run, and he's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. As Joe Burrow finds his way into the end zone there. Nice run, nice little scamper there from the quarterback. And again, our defense is losing track of the quarterback that time. As we see 11 plays, 43 yards. As we see a nice handoff here as we get a few yards on the carry. Now going no huddle here as Bo Nix here trying to get the team on the ball here. 20-17. As we see a quick pass, and oh, look at that. Great catch. As that's a huge first down there for the Broncos into the 3rd quarter. As we go into the 4th and final quarter here, we could be winning this one 20-17 as we go back out here. And, of course, flip the field now here as we're going to head down on the south end of the field here. 1st and 10, ball to 47. Nix here has the football. Nix does not see the defensive player there right behind him, but he is able to get a few yards there on the carry. Holds on to the football there, thank goodness. 2nd and 4 coming up. And we'll try to run this one, but they're going to stop us with getting that first down. We're just a yard shy now of the first. 3rd and 1, and we'll see Nix just buries himself in that one there as he hops over the line and gets the first down. Nice carry. So that's going to be a first down here for the Broncos QB. Bronco Nation trying to get behind this offense here as we see now 1st and 10. And there you see a nice run as we get a few more yards there. Running game's been looking pretty good here. Of course, Dobson and McLaurin there doing a great job here. A 1-2 punch on the ground. Let's see if they can continue doing that here. So, oh, look at this. Our fullback, I think that time ran that one. Nice run there. That's a first down. Puts us at the 16-yard line of the Bengals. 1st and 10, Broncos. Broncos here. Of course, they can just slow the ball. They can slow the pace some down. I see a quick screen pass there, and that is not going to get us much there. Gets us about a yard as the ball is now placed at the 15-yard line. 2nd down. We try to settle down some here. We don't have to really necessarily score, but we just got to keep this ball moving in the right direction as that ball was dropped. 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball still at the 15. Nix here drops back here, looks, fires this one, and that one's going to be broken away. I almost feel like he should have went to Ingram there because Ingram had a good release there from his defender. And I think he could have, if he had that football there, he could have just went up right up the field and at least got us a first down and keep that drive alive. But unfortunately, that's not what Nick's seen over there. Ingram was kind of going across the middle there a little. As we'll see, the defense now has to make a stop here. 23-17. Of course, a touchdown here will give the Bengals a 1-point lead over us. 6:38 left here. We'll see another run here for the Bengals, and they do a great job of keeping the ball on the ground. Nice run. As Brown hustling that time around as he gets another 1st and 10 as he's going to have to come off the field here. He looks like he is in a little bit of pain. Our backup will probably come in there to play. It's going to be a foul. 1st down. Ball on the 47, on their own 47-yard line here. Bengals now here, drop back. And Burrow throws this one, and the receiver cannot hold on to it. Wiggins drops it. As he got smashed there between two defenders there. Burrow now again drops back in the pocket. Quick pass. Throws this one there to his receiver. As The receiver had it, but just comes up short there at the 45-yard line. There's going to be a 4th and 2 coming up here. We'll see what the Bengals will do as McMillan makes a nice stop there celebrating. And now we'll see what the Bengals will try to do this time. They're going to go ahead and go. They're going to go ahead and put their offense back out there. So now 4th down coming up. Let's make a solid stop here. Burrow here drops back. Throw. Oh, come on. That's going to be Chase. You almost knew that was going to be the case here on this one, as he was going to be throwing that ball right there in this situation. And our defense just did a poor job of staying with him there. As he gets caught, lets him get behind him and makes that nice catch for the 1st down. So new set of downs here for the Bengals. As you see Joe Burrow there, quickly throws a quick pass there to his tight end. Gets him a few more yards there. 2nd down coming up. See the ball there on the Broncos 21-yard line. Pass again. And Gesicki gets another catch there. And he'll get another few more yards there. Makes it now 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and 3 coming up here. Ball the 18-yard line of the Broncos. Joe Burrow's X Factor, of course, he is lit up right now. We got to try to find a way to how to stop that. Yeah, Burrow here drops back in the pocket, throws there, and that's going to be intercepted! Nice play there from the defense. As we have 4 minutes left, and that is Dre Greenlaw, man that we picked up during the free agency, brought him from San Francisco, and is now showing up here in Denver. Makes a great play there. Of course, we had Trey Greenlaw back in my Buffalo Bills series from San Francisco. Did a great job there with the Bills, helping us out there. Now we're trying to see what he can do here in Denver. 1st and 10, 4 minutes left. As we'll see here, we got to try to hold on to this drive as long as we possibly can as we make a nice run. That's a few yards there on the play. We've got a great opportunity to take this game now here with this drive. Question is, can Bo Nix get us there? You see a pass there. It's going to be completed. And they're going to be just stopped short, just a yard shy of the 1st down. All our big boys are on the line here, so I'm imagining they're going to try to run this one up the gut. As you see it now, 1st and 10, play action, pass there, going to be completed. And that's a nice catch there for our fullback. Getting the catch at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Broncos as they're about to move the chains here. As we get now a timeout there being called by the Bengals. Bengals have 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10, Bo Nix here. He's going to call his number instead, and he's going to hold on to it. Please hold on to it. And a timeout now being called by the Bengals. Bengals have now 1 timeout remaining. We haven't even got to the 2-minute warning yet here. 2:35 left. As we'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up. On their own 42. Pass there going to be completed. And we get the 1st. Yes, they say we got the 1st. That's a timeout now being called by the Bengals. As the Bengals have now depleted all their timeouts now. No timeouts remaining for the Bengals. We'll see now 1st and 10 here with 2:30 left. Bo Nix here has the football again and gives it to the big fullback there that time. As they make a nice hustle, a nice run there for a few yards. As now we're at the 2-minute warning here. So we can pretty much run out the clock here with a successful 3 plays here and try to get a 1st down. Hand off as we get stopped and get clobbered pretty good there by McLaurin in the backfield there. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Broncos. 1:24 here. And we'll see Bo here going to keep this ball on the ground. No, he's going to pass. Screen pass there, and we cannot get to that 1st down marker, as that is going to hurt us pretty good there. So now we just got to try to take our time here with this punt. Remember, they have no timeouts remaining here for the Bengals. As we'll see, the Bengals may have about 30 seconds. Yeah, about 34 seconds left. So still plenty of time for them to get down the field. But if we can keep them in bounds, and honestly, even a field goal wouldn't work. They had to get a touchdown here to win this one. So got to keep them in bounds. Joe Burrow here drops back here, throws. That's going to go to Chase, and Chase is brought down quickly there at the 26. They hurry back on the line here. Burrow here trying to get some quick instructions here. No, don't jump the line. Oh, my God. Oh, Tillman, why'd you jump? As he jumped the line, and that's a free yard. That's a free yardage there for automatic first down. Ball now to the 31-yard line. Bengals here, QB here has a chance now to get his team down the field here, but now with 15 seconds left, he's going to have to corral them pretty quickly here. Second and inch is coming up here. We've got to play prevent in this situation. No, they're going to spike the ball, leaving with 6 seconds. So this is going to probably be the last play of the game. Third and inch is coming up. Ball their own 41-yard line. Burrow here drops back in the pocket, throws off to the sideline there, goes out of bounds there quickly, and gets it just enough for the first down. So now this right here is it. 2 seconds left. First and 10. Ball on 44. Pass there is going to be completed. It's going to be Gesicki, and he's going to be out of bounds. And that is your game. As we win this one on Monday Night Football against the Bengals, 23-17. As we're now back and even footing now here in the AFC West. So nice play here, as that right there was our help. That was the turning point right there, as Greenlaw was able to get the interception, helped us out very much, and that really, got us going there. Of course, I wish we could have drove down the field a lot more better after that turnover there, but I'm kind of glad they burned their timeouts pretty quick, right? Especially before the 2-minute warning. It's like you guys are burning your timeouts too quickly there, but they were just because really true, they did a great job against us, for us moving the ball down the field here. They were a lot more better at that than we were here today, both on the ground and through the air. So they could have kind of took their time of use those timeouts, but no, they really just kind of jumped the gun pretty quickly there, and didn't want to get themselves. I guess I feel like they were in danger of us moving the ball there and scoring. So, but yeah, but nonetheless, this was a good game. 333 yards total offense there for us, 326 for them. As for rushing, 107 yards on 26 carries there for us. So not a bad game. I wish we could have ran the ball a little bit more better. But it's a 100-yard day. That's fine by me. I don't have no issues with that whatsoever. Third down conversions, 7 or 12 for us. They were 2 of 8, getting only 25% there for the Bengals. And then, of course, +1 there for us in turnovers, as we got that nice interception. No turnovers, thank goodness, from Bo here today. So I'm happy about that. But, geez, can he play? Seriously, can he be consistent and have games like this, Like, if he can just move the football for me, on a consistent base, I wouldn't be sitting there thinking like, oh, maybe we could trade him. But, don't get me wrong. He did a great job here today, but he is still on my shit list when it comes to players that I would like to try to move. And if we have to take a hit on some draft picks and all that kind of stuff, hey, to bring in a veteran like Dak Prescott, because like I said, I did 3 different, game saves of that, trading him, and yeah, he worked out for it better. It worked out. They had a quarterback that they could develop and take their time with. We had a quarterback and, of course, the offensive line that, we had playoff experience. We were ready to play, ready to go. And all 3 times we had a winning record, and we were able to get into playoffs. And that's what I just want this first year. I just want to see if we can get back in the playoffs like we did the year before, and whatnot, with obviously new faces like that. But just want to see if we can get in the playoffs here this year. And I feel like in other sims I did with him not being traded, we came up very, very short. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're going to have to figure out something here because I want us to get in the playoffs. We were a playoff team last year. We should be a playoff team this year. I just don't know what's going on with Bo. I know the offensive line is kind of fickle, but Bo, it all comes down to him. His decision making is. I'm not a big fan of it. Let's just put it that way. It's just not a big fan of his decision making, throwing down the field and just getting rid of the ball. Just like get rid of the damn ball. Don't hold on to it. You see the pocket collapsing around you, throw the ball away. But anyway, so we're back on even footing here now. We're 2-2 here, and that's good because now we got, of course, a big game coming up here in this next part, the second half of this video here, as we get ready to head to Philadelphia and play against, of course, the world champion Eagles, which is going to be a rough one. We'll see about that. We'll see how we can do about that. But there you see Wilson for the Bengals, 13 tackles. He had the most tackles in the game there for them. So not a bad game there. Henderson, he had those 2 sacks or so on us, I think. I know he at least had 1. I'm trying to think. He had 2. No, he had 1. Okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. He had 3 tackles for loss. It wasn't a rough game coming from him as much as I thought it would be. I thought he was going to be, knocking our quarterback around and really, give him crap in the backfield there. But I'm really happy that I will say the offensive line did a good job there protecting him for the, over in the overall aspect of the game. They did a really great job, but I just wish they would do a better job of, blocking and open up gaps and stuff like that for Dobson and McLaren coming out of the backfield. Because we need that. We need that running game going for us. If we don't, we're definitely going to be in some serious trouble. Okay, so here we go now for week number 5, and of course we are going to Lincoln Financial for this one, as we were taking on the 2-2 Philadelphia Eagles, who of course have had a pretty crazy start here. They of course started the season off with a win over their rivals, the Cowboys, 35-29 in week 1. Then they would go on to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, that was the team they faced up against in the Super Bowl last year, 31-21 in week 2. Then it came back in week 3. It was able to defeat the Rams in a game there, 37-17. But then last week, lost against the Bucs in Tampa Bay, 27-25. So they are just losing, some close games here. I think the only bad loss they had so far is probably that Chiefs game, losing by 10 there. But nonetheless, actually, no, the Rams game was actually pretty bad. It was by 20. So anyway, they lost to the Bucs there. You see that in that matchup there. Only 133 yards rushing. In that game, Jalen Hurts had a pretty decent game. Unfortunately, he did not get a touchdown, but he did get an interception. He was 20 of 30 in that game with 225 yards passing. Barkley, not much help from him. He did not get over 100 yards for the day, but he had 10 carries for about 89 yards and had 2 rushing touchdowns plus a fumble. So a little bit of a tough day there in Tampa. But I'm not going to rule them out because they are still the heavy favorite in the run for the Super Bowl here this season. As right now, like I said, they are 2-2 and looking to try to bounce back in today's game. Hurts also had 7 carries for 39 yards and also had a rushing touchdown in the game for the Eagles. But the Eagles defense could not really attack Mayfield as much, or Irvin, as Baker Mayfield was 26 of 37, 284 yards, had a touchdown that game. Irvin had 14 carries for 65 yards, had 2 rushing touchdowns. And so this week, our coaches are letting us know that we have to be watchful of corners Cooper, Dijon, and Quentin Mitchell in that secondary there of the Eagles. And of course, obviously, for our defense here for us, we need to make sure we can keep Jalen Hurts in check, make sure he doesn't get scramble around and really force him to stay in the pocket and use his arm. We don't want him to be a dual threat on us in any kind of way. And also, too, of course, we got to at least try to neutralize or slow down Barkley as much as we possibly can. We cannot let him run amok on us, as he's had a re-energized career now here in the last 2 seasons, especially last year, winning a Super Bowl here for the Eagles. So this one should be a good one. We got to try to get Evan Ingram and DK Dobson involved in the game a lot more this week than we did last week, especially with Ingram, especially when we're in the red zone there. We got to kind of rely on him and kind of lean on him to help us out and get some touchdowns in the passing game, as well as we got to get better gaps open up there for us in the running game for Dobson. Dobson had a really good game that first week or two. We were really kicking butt with the running game, but since then it's kind of I don't know what the deal is. We're kind of going to the wayside here with that. So Jalen Hurts, there you see, Oklahoma guy, Sooner, is now his 6th year here in the NFL. He is, of course, a superstar X Factor, 87 overall right now. And, of course, we'll try to, like I said, try to minimize his gameplay, especially with his legs, and really have him rely on his passing abilities. There you see he has a 90 deep accuracy, of course, 93 short accuracy there. So we want him to get in that mid-range there. And, of course, like I said, our defense, really linebackers, and, of course, Patrick Surtain and company need to really step their game up when we are on the defensive side of things and really cause some problems and just give this Eagles offense fits and not let them get too comfortable and especially not let them out there. Get that offense off the field as much as we possibly, as quickly as we can here. There you see A.J. Brown. Of course, there you see his numbers. He's regressing in a couple areas there in his game. But the Ole Miss wide receiver here, last 3 years now, he's been over 1,000 yards and having a little bit of a slow start here. Jalen Carter, of course, the defensive tackle. He'll be trying to plug up the middle of the line there on the defensive side of things. So our job here, of course, is trying to make sure we can manage him and, of course, not let him get a hold of our DK Dobson in the backfield there. So we got to make some good plays, and we just got to be really able to kind of shuffle him around, get him out of the way when we are running the ball, and just really get physical with him, especially if we run the ball up the middle. And there you see Mitchell and his speed and his abilities there. Of course, the 86 man coverage, 86 zone there. So he's pretty balanced here. 86 overall. So not a bad player whatsoever there. 28 tackles so far this season. As there you see, not much to really get too excited about. Like I said, we're only 5 weeks into the season. And, of course, Cooper DeJean, there's the other player that coaches were mentioned as well. Star Dev. And, of course, this is his 2nd year here in the NFL. Had a great rookie year. And, of course, we will be keeping a close eye on him, see where he's at, and make sure, if we can, try to avoid him in that area where we're trying to throw the ball. Make sure he's not in that area. If he is, then we just got to be very cautious about not letting him be able to get to that ball. Throw the ball where only our receivers can get to it. And, of course, we had interceptions in the last game, which was very good. I like to see that here in today's game as well. There you see some of the injuries as well for the Eagles. You got a couple of familiar names on that list right now. But, of course, it's a beautiful day here at the Link as we're here in the city of brotherly love, ready for this Week 5 matchup as the Eagles hosting the Denver Broncos here in this one. And like I said, it should be a good one here. I don't know what type of Eagles team we'll see here today. They've been, like I said, kind of having an up and down go here in the first 4 weeks. I'm sure this is going to be a close game because Last couple games there look like they've been pretty close. One of the games they won. The other game, of course, the Tampa Bay game, they lost by 2. So we'll have to see if we can, of course, get on the side there of winning the game and not try to lose this one here. Like I said, it's going to be a close matchup here as we sit in the first quarter here, and we'll see how this is going to go. And so far, it looks like Philly not able to do anything on their opening drive there as they go ahead and punt that one away. We'll see what our Denver Broncos can do as they'll get the ball their own 4. And so far here, we'll see a nice run there, and we'll see 4th and 2 coming up. Though Broncos not do so well there on their first opening drive as well, as they'll be forced to punt. And we'll see. So far, it's a bit of a tug of war, which I figured that would be how this game would be coming into this one, as they're going back and forth with this one here. And now Barkley here getting his self going now as Jalen Hurts throws a nice pass there, and we'll see Jalen Hurts nice 4-yard run, and incomplete pass that time as they're now here threatening to make a score, and they'll kick a field goal there. That field goal is good, going up by 3 here in the first quarter. So I'll see what the Broncos can do, as we'll see if the Broncos can kind of help themselves march down the field here and at least try to get a field goal and try to tie this back up again. As we'll see, nice pass there to Ingram there, nice job. As we'll go ahead and get into the second quarter. So second quarter, have the football here. They're on the 38-yard line of the Eagles, as we'll see a run here from Bo Nix. And Nix, boy, yeah, you got to slide there, buddy. I don't want you to be losing the football there for us. Like I said, he makes me nervous when he is running the football there. He's got to be able to, get the yardage there and then learn to know when to slide. And, when you're getting in that secondary there, if nobody's around you, go for it. But, at the same time here, there's a lot more, in this case, green jerseys in front of you. Yeah, it's a good idea. Just go ahead. If you got the first, just go ahead and slide, and we'll take care of the rest. Yeah, we'll see them on the 17-yard line of the Eagles. Second and 11 coming up as Nix here throws a quick pass. Just come on. Bo, really, seriously, we're in the red zone here, and you want to throw to all people Cooper DeJean. Seriously, do you not read the game plan this week? Did we not go over this during the week practice, during this full week's practice here about avoiding those type of plays here? So now we give the ball back as the Eagles have that on their own 14-yard line. Defense needs to get this ball back here quickly. As we'll see a pass there being caught, and Hurts will get that to the receiver there at the 23-yard line. Second and 1 coming up. And it's Hurts looking to see what he can do. And he's going to use his legs as well. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of quarterback I want to see. Play breaks down, run it, and then just slide. Just get whatever yardage you can. In this case, he didn't need much to get the first down. That's going to move the chains to the 28-yard line. So now first and 10 coming up. And so drop back, see a pass there, quickly thrown. And that's going to be caught there, I believe, by A.J. Brown, who gets the first down, or gets the yardage there for a gain of 7. Ball on 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts in the pocket. Solid pocket there for him. As the defense really struggling to get to him. As he makes another great throw there for a first down. Ball near midfield. First and 10 here for the Eagles. As they'll throw a quick screen pass and a nice break up there from the defense. As they'll be forced now here to go for it again. Now we'll jump to a 3rd and 10. Jalen Hurts here throws this one and that one. Nice job there from the defense. Breaking that play up, not getting that receiver a chance to get to that one there. As soon as he came in contact with the ball, popped that one right out of him. As he will not be able to make a secure catch. So we'll get the ball after the punt here on the 23-yard line, our own 23. It'll be a 1st and 10. Let's try to do a better job here this time, Nix, as we came up short as we threw an interception. Pass there caught And that's going to be coming out of the backfield as Dobson gets a nice catch there for about a gain of 2. And it'll be a 2nd and 8. Coming up. And we'll see a drop back here. Look here. Fire. And that one is going to be picked off again as the Eagles did a great job that time. Double coverage on the receiver there. I'm not sure which receiver that was that we were trying to throw to, but that was a good play as they bottled them up pretty nice. Oh, yeah. Come on. That was not going to go over the head of the that was flat there. That throw was really flat. I don't know if he got hit as he threw that football there, but that was just a bad throw. So now it gives the Eagles a great off-field opportunity here now on our 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. As you see a handoff here, and Barkley getting shut down quickly there as Benito there gets to him. Now brings up 2nd and 11. Ain't getting much that time, as we'll see if we can, of course, continue this trend. Drop back here. Pass there, and that's going to be intercepted as this one could go back for a pick 6 as there's a wide open space here. Now it's just going to be a track meet between the defender and the Eagles as we find it ourselves into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! As the will linebacker, Alex Singleton, is going to take this one back for 6. And that's what I want to see from the defense here. That was a great play. Read that very well there, covering Graham there on that play. And just did an excellent job there. Nice zone coverage there. Staying at home, seeing where the quarterback's going, watching his eyes, and then did a great job. Just taking that one back and getting 6 points on the board there for us. Now 7-3 as the Eagles get the ball back. Now they're on 27-yard line. Let's see if our defense can get another turnover here. And, be nice if they can score again. You'll see Jalen Hurts throws a quick pass there. That's just going to be just short of getting the 1st down. See 2nd and inches coming up. Barkley here, he is just bulldozing his way through there as he finds a nice run, nice little gap. Gets himself through that one. And that's going to put him at the 49-yard line. So at midfield, we'll see if we can try to stop this here. We just do not want them to get this momentum going here, especially with Barkley in the backfield. Hurts here, throws to Barkley. Barkley gets the short catch, and he's going to get a nice run there. Nice catch and run as Brandon Jones makes this tackle. We'll see 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball to 40. Play action here from Hurts. Hurts throws this one, and that's going to be right in the glove. Nice catch there from the tight end, getting the 1st down. As we'll see now, the Eagles on track here right now, having a good drive. Now we'll see a catch there. They'll get another one. And that'll be another catch there for them. Of course, trying to move the football here. As we'll see now, 2nd and 6. Handoff. Ball to 28. And that is going to be a nice carry there for them as we get to the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half. 7-3. Denver still leads this one here. As, of course, Eagles trying to make that a quick change here. And a quick little play action there. As they don't look like they're going to Barkley, but he actually quickly throws that one. They get a nice throw and catch. And now puts them here inside the 20. It'll be a 2nd and inches coming up. Ball the 7. And we'll see a handoff here to Barkley. Barkley, he's going to get roughed up and taken down there quickly. As they don't get too much. They don't get anything really. He gets only get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. And that's going to make it now a 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches coming up. So we'll see our handoff here, and they're going to look like they're going to get that 1st down. And it is going to be a 1st and goal as Jalen just dive bombs that one there to get the 1st. So they convert there on the 3rd down. We'll see they still got time. As, of course, Denver has no timeouts remaining. First and goal coming up. Barkley here runs this one here, and Barkley has no problem finding the end zone. Finishes strong. Touchdown, Eagles. As Barkley finds his way into the end zone. And as you see there, did a great job there. Shifting his direction there. He cuts back. He cut inside and cut back outside and made a nice run. Getting himself there a nice run. It's 10 plays, 73 yards. Getting himself 6 points on the board here now. It's now 10-7. Minute 39 left here. We just kind of get down the field here. And at least try to get a field goal here before the half, as we see Sheffield there gets a catch there at the 26. Gain of 2. Denver here, got to get in field goal position. If anything, as we'll see a run here, we'll see him slide. Thank goodness. As Nick slides there at the 41. Getting the first down. Call no huddle. Of course, we have no timeouts remaining here, so we got to get everybody on the line here quickly. Nick's here, drops back in the pocket, screen, and that's going to be a catch. And that's going to be another gain for this time for about almost 3. I would say actually 2. Minute 17 left. Clock still ticking here. As the Broncos here try to quickly get the guys on the line here, and that's going to be Dobson on the catch from the backfield as he makes a nice catch across the field, making a first down there. 1st and 10. Broncos here trying to get going here. Minute left. Nick's here looking down the field here. Nick's going to heave this one here high and deep, and he goes to the end zone, but it doesn't, they say no. He did not have both feet in bounds. Now 2nd and 10, pass there, going to be caught as we get to the 30. Clock still ticking away here as they go ahead and spike this one to stop the clock. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to be thinking that if we don't get into the end zone, we got to at least try to get our special teams on the field. That is not what we need right there. A nice sack there by the Eagles as they get a hold of Bo Nix. And that's what I'm talking about. We cannot afford that right now. That is not in our budget right here. As we're trying to get, we got to at least try to go after the field goal here. No, they're gonna go ahead and go for it. Come on. As you'll see here, drop back. No time remaining left. Bo, what are you gonna do with the ball? You got to do something with it here. You got to do something. Throws there. That's gonna be completed, but that is not gonna get us anything there. As that is going to be it for the half. I'm telling you, should have got the field goal unit on there. That would have been me. I've got the field goal unit on there quickly and try to get some points on the board here, but not what I'm not satisfied with that first half there as we end up trailing by 3. Now, let's take a look at some games around the league here in week number 5, and we'll see here we're in the Twin Cities as we see McCarthy had a nice game there. 2 touchdowns, 264 yards. Vikings now 2-2 as they beat the Browns 31-17 against Joe Flacco. As we now head to check out the Rams and 49ers. Rams 3-1, 49ers 2-2. As we'll see a pass right up the middle there. Nice throw there from Purdy. As they finish this one up here 27-20, as Stratford comes up short there in that game. And then Miami taking on Carolina. As Miami right now 3-1 in the NFL. As we'll see, it's a rainy one here in Carolina. And Miami, they went on a winning streak here as they win this one 20-7, beating Bryce Young and the Panthers at home. And they're home in their own stadium there. Nice job there for the Dolphins. Dolphins is looking really sharp right now here. The last couple episodes now or at least these first couple episodes we've had of this and showing their highlights there. Might be a team that in the AFC, a lot of AFC teams might need to worry about besides the Chiefs. If they keep playing like this. But yeah, for us, it's a tough one here so far as we're got a nice interception there. Able to get it down the field for an interception. That's been pretty much the big play we've so far seen in the first half. Hopefully we'll see more going to the second half as we are trailing by 3. As we'll see the kickoff here, and of course Broncos will Of course, get the ball here at the start of the second half. Let's try to see if we can get some good field position here to start off. Ball on the 28-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. As Nix will come out here. Hopefully have a good start here. And get us down the field here quickly on this opening drive. 1st and 10. As we'll see play action. Throw there. That's going to be thrown to Ingram. And we only get back to the line of scrimmage there on that play. As now we jump to a 3rd and 10. Ball at the 27. Pass being completed there. That's going to be caught as Mims gets the catch. Tiptoes out of bounds there, and that's a catch, they say. It's going to be at the 45. So 1st and 10 after that catch. As we see play action. And, oh, jeez. Just run it. Don't have to worry about throwing it. Just run. If you see a gap wide open, you're good. Like I said, the pocket collapsing around you, if it's wide open up the middle, just run. Other than that, throw it away. You'll see Dobson here trying to keep his balance there as he'll lose 4. Or lose a couple there. 3rd and 14 coming up. As we'll see the ball to 41. Nix here throws. That's going to be caught. Right. Great play. Nice catch there as we get the 1st down. Sutton, they're making the play. And Sutton's going to have a 1st down there at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 after that big play there from Sutton. We'll see what we can do. See if we can keep building on to this as we'll see a pass. So it's going to be incomplete as Nix got hit there at the last minute. Incomplete pass. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up. These Eagles defensive linemen are definitely pinning their ears back here. As you see Nix now here drops back. He's going to run up the middle here. And he is going to be taken down there at the 14 as he gets the 1st down. Nice play there. Nice hustle. That's what I want to see from our quarterback. Most importantly, that and just slide when you get that 1st down, or at least get close to the 1st down. Again, he makes me nervous when he does that. Handoff as Dobson cannot move anywhere. As the gap there that he was supposed to run through does not even come up at all. Now 2nd and 10 coming up. We'll run this one up the middle there. Nice job there from Dobson, making that hole work for, making that gap there work for him as he stumbles his way there for a nice little gain. We'll see 3rd and 5 coming up here. Ball the 10-yard line. And we'll pass there. And, oh, I thought we had that one to Sutton there. Now we've been at the 1, if not at the end zone. But so we have 4th and 5 coming up here. We got to make a decision, and we're going to go ahead and do the smart thing here is kick a field goal and try to tie this up at 10 apiece as this kick is up, and that kick is good. So we're able to tie this ball game up now here. We got to make some significant big plays on offense, and especially on defense as well. I mean, we already made one already, but we got to make one to at least help us out and kind of hopefully motivate. If the defense can make a big play here, hopefully that will motivate the offense to move the football. And as we'll see now, Hurt here running, throws a quick pass, and the receiver will get it as he'll get only actually I'll lose a yard there on the play. Singleton makes a nice tackle there. Nice TFL there from him. 2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 29-yard line. As now we'll see at the top of your screen there. His name was becoming a receiver. That was Barkley. As Jalen runs that one there for a nice gain. 3rd and 1 coming up. Ball on the 38. And we'll see here, Hurts is going to get stopped in the backfield there. That's what I'm talking about, defense. You know what this guy likes to run, especially if that's in those type of situations there. I'm glad they picked up that time and was able to stop him. So we'll get the ball back on our own 36-yard line after the punt from the Eagles. Let's see here, 4:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's 10-10. This is a good time now to try to break this tie here on this drive. Quick pass there and a catch, and that's going to be Ingram getting his 5th catch now in today's game. Now 44 yards. Got to get him in the end zone here at some point here. We'll see a 2nd and 4 coming up. Drop back. That's going to be caught. And nice hustle there from Dobbs as he fights for that extra yardage there to get himself a nice first down. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Broncos as we'll give it back to Dobson. Dobson, again, being the workhorse that he is, does a great job there. And Simmons makes the tackle there for the Eagles. It's going to be a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Broncos as they do cross the 50-yard line. They're on the Eagles 49. So we'll see a drop back here. Nix here quickly throws there and line. Nice play as Bo Nix finds Mims there on the catch. That's a huge play there for us. A 1st and 10. Ball now at the 32. Let's keep this train going. As we'll see Dobson there trying to break off a tackle or two. And it's going to be stopped at the 30. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got 3 wide on the left-hand side of Nix. Up the middle there. That's a catch. That's going to be Ingram, who does a nice job there catching that one there. Getting to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. That's the Broncos. Now here, again, threatening to make a opportunity here for themselves. Let's see a handoff here to Dobson. Dobson going on the outside. Dobson has the feet, or the speed and the feet power, that's what I was trying to say, to get himself into the end zone. Yeah, it's just a horsepower there. Gets himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Dobson gets himself in the end zone there, and it breaks up this tie now. It's now 17-10. Now the defense needs to come out here, and we got to go out here and do some more, continue doing the same kind of work we did, getting that quick 3 and out on this Eagles offense. And we might have a chance to get the offense back out here and put this game away as we stop Barkley here, which has been nice. So far, we've done a great job there stopping Barkley. Let's see 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Eagles. Hurts here, drops back in the pocket. Quick pass there. That's going to be caught. And a timeout being called here. This will be a Bronco as Benito there. He is grabbing his ribs there. Hopefully that's nothing serious. We definitely need him on the field here. As it'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Eagles. 14 seconds left before we get to the 4th quarter. No, come on, guys. Hurts is going to run this one there, and that's a big run. And that's the way to get yourself motivated going to the 4th quarter as he gets to the 39-yard line. That'll be it for the 3rd quarter. And the Broncos right now lead at 17-10 here at the Link. As I see, of course, Singleton made that nice interception for a pick 6 there for us. And, man, we got to be able to keep a track and keep Hurts just in check. As that we should have had that play there. We need to have more spies. I don't know why they're not putting more spies there to keep watch on Hurt. 1st and 10. Hurt here drops back. Quick pass there up the middle. And that's going to get him only 2 on the play. It'll be now a 2nd and 8 coming up. All at the 41-yard line. As you'll see a pass there, and that's going to be complete at the 46. As that is a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. So now ball at the 46 now in Broncos territory here. Play clock running down to 6. They got to hurry up and snap this. As Hurts here. Drops back, looks, fires that one, and that is going to be quickly stopped there by Singleton. As he gets there at the 40-yard line. This is going to be a 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Eagles. Let's see a quick screen, nice RPO there as they throw that one, and that's going to be enough to move the chains for the Eagles. As the Eagles are now starting to fly high here on this drive at the 33. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. As we'll see another RPO, and that time it was like, no, you're not going to trick us again, as we get a nice stop there from Singleton. Actually makes a nice tackle there. And now Hurt here, he's running as he's going to go up the middle here and gets a nice gain of about 15 on that play. Gets him to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. As we'll see, man in motion here for the Eagles. Quick pass there. That's going to be a nice catch and a nice hustle there as they get to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal coming up here for the Eagles. Eagles trying to go 3-2 just like us. As they will get a stop there. Nice job there from Singleton. Getting a nice hit there on Hurt. We need to put the hurt on Hurts. As we'll see now, 2nd and goal coming up here. Ball in the 7. Drop back, quick pass, and that is nobody's ball there as that one just bounces off of. Looks like both teams' jerseys. Hurts here now running this one, and he is going to take this one into the end zone as he runs this one for himself. Touchdown, Eagles. And this is starting to be another ball game here. As he found himself kicking door down here. Runs this one there, and oh my goodness, guys, come on. You see him running towards you. Why are you backpedaling backwards? So we need to make a stop there. And 14 plays, 75 yards, taking about almost 6 minutes off the game. Now we got to try to do the same here on this drive. Let's make this defense hurt. Let's keep them out here as long as we can, but obviously we got to make those 1st downs and get a nice run there from Dobson. 36 yards here. I'm not impressed by this at all when it comes to the running game here today. I'm kind of a little upset about that. Nix here throws. Pass there is going to be complete, and it's going to be out at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Bo Nix here has 4:50 left here in this quarter. Hand off, and we cannot get a gap open up at all as the defense gets to it. Loss of a yard on the play. It's going to be a 2nd and 11. So now 2nd and 11, ball at 35. Nix here throws. That's going to be caught, and I believe that's Mims on the catch. As he's just going to be a yard short of getting the 1st down. Let's see now what we're going to do here on this 3rd and 1. And, oh, they read that one very well as they stopped our fullback. And now we got to make a choice here. If we go for it and give up field position, or do we go ahead and kick or punt the ball and we decide to punt? So now it's going to be relying on our defense here. If the defense gives up a touchdown, or I would even say a field goal here, I think we might be done. As Hurts here throws this one there, that's going to be a nice reception as receiver gets it and it's taken out of bounds there at the 31. 2nd and 3 coming up. Tie ball game, 17 apiece. As we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be a 1st down, a little bit more. As that's going to be a nice reception there for another 1st. Ball to 45. The Eagles here move the ball here very good. Quick pass there. That's going to go to Barkley as he hustles down the field and gets to the 47 as we're at the 2-minute warning. So now things are really going to start tightening up here as we got to make a quick stop here. 2nd and 1 coming up with 2 minutes left. We have all timeouts remaining. Pass off to the far left-hand side, and that's going to be caught there for 1st. Ball to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. The clock is still ticking away here. Pass there quickly being thrown. That's going to be caught as A.J. Brown keeps his feet going. And he's finally getting pushed out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Come on, defense. This is ridiculous. 1st and 10 here for the, or 1st and goal, I should say, for the Eagles, as we'll see a quick stop there on Barkley as we call our 1st timeout now here. So 1st timeout, 2 timeouts remaining. We got to make a quick stop here. Worst comes to worst, we give up 3 points. But if we give up a touchdown here, this is pretty much going to be Eagles ball games. We make a quick stop there on Barkley and we call another timeout now. 3rd and goal coming up. Ball's at the 9-yard line. So we got to make another stop here. So now 3rd and goal coming up here. Cannot let them get in the end zone here. See a drop back here. Pass there being thrown. It's going to be broken up. Nice play there from the defense. As now 4th and goal coming up as Smith tried to get his hands on that ball. And now we forced them to a field goal. So we'll see if we can get this field. If we can, of course, they're going to get this field goal here. Hopefully they miss it. But Ideally, we got one timeout, or no timeouts remaining, actually. I don't think. No, we have one timeout remaining. One timeout remaining. We're down by 3. We need 6 to win. And we got a minute 14 to go. Nix drops back. Nix drops back here. Pass there off to the side to Dobson as they now have to hurry on the line. 2nd and 9. On the 25. Nix here drops back. Nix, why are you going up in the pocket there? As he gets sacked. What is that all about? Throw it away. 3rd and 10. Nix again drops back in the pocket here. Looks down the field here. Get rid of it, Nix. As he has to throw it away. And it's going to be now 4th and 10. This is it. Last play of the game. Ball on the 23-yard line. 4th and 10. Nix drops back here in the pocket. Looks down the field here. Goes up. That ball's going to be caught, and it's going to be a catch. First down for the Denver Broncos as now they try to get everybody on the line here quickly. 30 seconds left. Clock is starting to tick away here. Nix, you got to hurry up and spike the ball here as he will do so, leaving 24 seconds left. We have one timeout remaining, so we do have that in our back pocket here. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 39-yard line of the Eagles. Got to get at least in field goal position here. Nix here, drops back here, throws this one. That's going to be caught by Mims. And a timeout being called here. So no timeouts anymore. They're going to go for a field goal kick. And we'll see a timeout now being called by the Eagles. Eagles going to burn their first timeout now, as they have 2 remaining. It is now 20-17. So pressure on the kicker here. He's got to get this one here. This is about a 49-yard attempt, I believe. This kick is going to be high and deep. It's going to be in, and it's good. Whoo. Wasn't too for sure about that one there. As we do get the kick there, it's now tied 20 apiece. So now with 16 seconds left here, I think the Eagles will probably try to at least make one attempt here to go down the field, as we'll see that ball being caught. As they are at least trying to, they have 2 timeouts remaining. I think they're just going to go ahead and just force this into overtime. Jalen Hurts here, he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield there. Nice stop. As the Eagles will call timeout. 2 seconds left. And this will probably be a good old Hail Mary to the end zone here to try to see if they can win this one. 3rd and 9 on their own 36. Let's see what they'll try to do here. Hurts here, drops back, heaves it up, and that one just goes over everyone's head. And that is it for regulation. End of regulation, we're going to overtime. It is 2020 here. As the Broncos here trying to avoid a loss. As we finally got ourselves back at 500 now. We're trying to go a little above 500 after this game here. But it's going to be a tough task. As Jalen Hurts has been having a pretty decent game here today. He's thrown, 2 picks? But at the same time, he's been doing a great job there on the ground for them. I think he might have more yardage than Barkley here today on the ground. As we'll see overtime here, the Eagles elect to, of course, kick. So now, of course, the overtime rules are, if we can kick this one back and run it back up here, this will be ball game. But both sides will at least get a chance here to touch the football here. And we'll see if we can, of course, get at least if we can get a touchdown here and score. The Broncos get a chance to score, try to get down, get a chance for the possession as well. But of course, if we kick a field goal and they kick a field goal, it keeps going until someone, it'll be sudden death, and after that, as we'll see, not a good play there as we get sacked. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 14 coming up. Bo Nix, ball there on his own 24. Got to be wide, be careful here. Hand off to Dobson. Dobson here makes a nice run. Great blocking that time. Dobson going down the field. He'll cross the 50. He'll get stopped at the 49-yard line of the Eagles territory. Nice, beautiful run there from him. 1st and 10, Broncos. Let's ride, fellas. It's 1st and 10 here. Hand off to Dobson again, and Dobson gets another good chunk of yards there that time. As a timeout, official timeouts is being called here for an injury. And it looks like one of the Eagles players is going to have to come off the field. As he'll have to sit over there and probably get examined there. It looks like he's grabbing his wrist. So we'll see what we can do here on this 1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Again, we're going to hand it off to our halfback here, McLaury, as he makes a carry there for a nice run. So now we got 4 wide. Nick's in the backfield by himself. Nick's here, throws, and oh, that was Ingram, and that was the play. That was oh my goodness, that was it. He overthrew it there. Man, come on. 3rd and 1. Nick's drops back. Goes upfield here. Gets the 1st down. Slide there. And he is going to get that one there. 1st and 10. On the run there from Nick's. As the ball's placed at the 15-yard line. Can't celebrate too much here, Nick's. As we'll see what we can try to do now here. As we'll see. 1st and 10. All the 15-yard line of the Eagles. Tied 20 apiece. Nick's here. Quickly throws there. That's going to be caught as Mims gets it right there. And that's going to be a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Let's see here. Nick's here. Drops back. He throws this one up the middle. And that one's going to be overthrown. That was for Corton Sutherland. Of course, DeJean was right there on him on that play. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball's on the 9-yard line. Nick's here, drops back in the pocket. Nick's going to run up in the pocket here. Nick's has a chance to dive, and he does. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Oh, my goodness. Again, him running just really makes me nervous. I'm just like, dude, you got to be able to run. I mean, you run, but at the same time, know when you need to slide. And, of course, when he dove like that, I'm like, oh, please, whatever you do, just secure the ball and just get in the end zone. It's like we don't need you to pop that ball out and then it'll be, a touchback. As we'll see now, the Eagles now have a chance to try to do the same here as the Eagles are going to throw this one high and deep. That ball's going to be broken up. Nice job there from Patrick Tan. Of course, I wish he would have intercepted that one to end this. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 22. Pass there to Brown as he'll get the catch at the 31. 3rd and 1 coming up. Jalen Hurts here. Has about 4 wide. Pass is going to go up, and that one's going to get broken up. Nice job there for the defense at the last minute there. As Smith was trying to get that football there for the Eagles, as we'll see a 4th and 1 coming up there for them. We'll see, of course, I would put money on this. It'll probably be Jalen Hurts trying to make this play here. 4th and 1. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley's going to get the 1st down as he's going to be stopped there. So he does get the 1st down. So now here you see guys jabbing jawing there on the line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 37-yard line. We'll see if we can stop these Eagles from making any more problems down the field down here for us. That's going to be incomplete. Nice play. Forcing him to get rid of that ball there quickly. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 39, man in motion. Hurts here, drops back in the pocket. Pass there. He's going to catch. Barkley's going to catch that one out of bounds. Ball's now be at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 7. Hurts here, drops back here. He's throwing a rainbow shot, and that one is going to be broken up. Nice play there for the defense as they break that up now. So now Hurts and the Eagles have their one last shot here to get this 1st down. 4th and 7. Hurts here again, throws a deep pass. This one's going to go up, and that one's going to get broken up by Patrick Tan, and that is ball game. Broncos win this one here in Philly, 27-7. Nice play there from Surtain. That's why he gets paid the big bucks to play like that. Nice job as we secure the win. Nice job. Even though we had to go in overtime to do so, but that tells you right there. I mean, we had to force a Super Bowl caliber team from last year going to the overtime to win this game, and they, like I said, another close one for them. I mean, it proved that right there. They lost by 7 this time around, but yeah, I'm really glad that we were able to stick through it. Had a great opening drive there in overtime. Got down the field, made a play there, and able to score this touchdown right here from Bo Nix as we win this one in overtime. 27-7 is your final. As we had both teams had 20 first downs. Wow. Total offense 319 for the Eagles, 392 for us. Wow. I didn't realize we were doing this so well there. What else? 22 carries for 163 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground for us. 24 of 108, 2 touchdowns on the ground for Philly. 23 of 34, no touchdowns in the air there for either team. Jalen Hurts was 27 of 42 there in the ball game. Third down conversion, 7 of 11 at 63%. They were at 38%. We're 5 and 13. Wow. I thought we were having a bad day on third downs, but they were even worse. And then, of course, turnover-wise, we had 2 interceptions. They had 1. So we were -1. They were +1 in that one. And of course, penalty yards there. 1 penalty for 15, or for one penalty for 5 yards there. Excuse me. And time possession in our favor there. 23 minutes, 41 minutes, 11 minutes and 21 seconds there for the Eagles. So, yeah, really true. I thought the Eagles were on the field a lot more than us, but no, that was not the case there. We actually did a pretty good job there, I would say, in time possession there. But we just really, I guess, because I guess we wasn't scoring. Probably was that's what probably got me thinking that we wasn't doing so well in time possession there. But 2 interceptions there for Bo Nix. Yeah, that has to get cleaned up here. Of course, obviously, offensive line has to get better as well. But yeah, we take a look here. Hurts, not a decent day there for him. Dobson, I wish we had 100 yards today for him, but he had 15 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Barkley, 12 for 46 for a touchdown. He also had a fumble. Hurts, 10 for 44 and a touchdown for him in the game. Bo Nix had 6 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown as well. And so not a bad day there on the ground there for Nix. Like I said, even though he may be a little nervous a lot of time, well, majority of the time when he was running, but for the most part there off, at least for the rushing game wise, he was actually pretty decent. I liked it. It was good, but like I said, he's just got to be able to do a better job of sliding the ball and just protecting the football there when he's running there, because I feel like he's gonna pop that ball right out of his hands. Mims, no touchdowns for him, but he had 9 catches for 129 yards, so excellent day there for him. Just wish we got him in the end zone. Ingram, 6 for 60. Dobson, 5 for 20 there for him. And then, of course, Sheffield, 2 for 4. Sutton, 1 for 27. We got to get Sutton and Mims involved, or Mims did a great job here today, but we got to get Sutton involved in the passing game as well. We just cannot be not throwing it to him. Defensively, there you see the numbers there for the Eagles. You guys can pause the video and check those out there. But yeah, I was surprised. I was coming in this game, I didn't think we were going to win this one. I thought this was going to be one of those nail biters where it's going to go more their way, because the game is more heavily favored to teams that are got a better overall for the most part. And we lucked out. We had to force them to go to overtime, or so yeah, we did a great job there. And of course, we were able to, get our way, and did a great job there, running, moving the ball very well there in overtime. And of course, Bo Nix was able to not really turn the ball over there for us. And then, of course, defensively, I'm really proud of the defense there in overtime as well. Really stuck it to them there and made those great defensive plays there, especially Singleton in the first half. There in the first quarter, making that pick six there and scoring for us as well. So, yeah, this is it was really good. It was defensively did a great job there, especially in halftime or in overtime there. But yeah, it was a good, great game. So now as we get ready for week 6, we'll head to London as we'll be a part of the London games. We'll take on the Jets. It's going to be an early one. It's going to be a 9:30 game, at least back home here. But yeah, we have the Jets. They are currently 2-3, and looks like we're the heavy favorite in this one. We'll see if we can, of course, at least on paper, hopefully that will come to a lot of fruition for us, and we do well here in this Jets game. Of course, then we'll also get into, we may not get into too much of that Jets game, just depending on how that turns out to be. Definitely watch it, and if it's, if we really dominate the first half and it doesn't look like that they're able to come back, then we'll definitely sim the second half and just jump into that next game, which is against the Giants in week 7. And of course, I want to know from you guys, should we, even though he had a decent game here today in these 2 episodes, but should we still trade Bo Nix? And I really want to trade him to the Cowboys. I want to see what, with the simulations I did with another file and with the same team and everything, at that point from that game, that first game we seen today with the Bengals, and then we trade him. What? I think it was right after this game here. We got Dak, and Dak did a great job there for us. He even beat the Cowboys when we went to Cowboys there, which you see there in week 8. So should we pull the trigger there to do that, or should we just ride it out and see if Bo Nix can turn things around there for us? We'll have to see. Let me know down below in the comment section if what you guys think we should do with Bo Nix. If should stick with him, or should go after Dak. But let me know down below. As always, of course, you guys can follow us on social media down below. There are links down there as well. And of course, don't forget to check us out here on this channel here on ESGNet plus LPS for more college football, and of course FC and FIFA and MLB The Show action here. And of course, don't forget to check us out on our main channel for the Baltimore Ravens franchise on Madden 26 over there on the main channel. Really appreciate it if you guys can check that out as well and support that channel as well as that series over there. But that's it for me. As always, let's ride Broncos country, and let's see what we can do coming up in the next episode. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.